Pima County Needs Economic Development and Jobs by Kim DeMarco, candidate for Pima County Supervisor, District 3. On Tuesday, January 19, 2016, I attended the Pima County Board of Supervisors meeting downtown. My interest in that meeting was an item on the agenda pertaining to the privately owned company Worldview.
I'm Jane Pointer, CEO and co-founder of Worldview Enterprises, and with me is Tabor McCallum, our Chief Technology Officer and also a co-founder. Together with our globally recognized Board of Directors, we are enormously proud to work with you and request your affirmative vote on Project Herefordshire today.
And the fact that the Board of Supervisors were going to vote on a $14.5 million deal to build a facility and spaceport for said company. First, let me point out some facts about Worldview. This company has only been in business since 2013. They are a business that will manufacture balloons to take equipment and people to near space. To date, they have only taken a person to near space 3 times, the same person. They will not show their financials as they said these are proprietary. They will not reveal how many people have made deposits to make the trip, $70,000 per flight. And there is little information on who they currently have contracts with or who they are negotiating contracts with. They also do not have an FAA approval to build the spaceport. Please know that I do want this company to stay in Tucson, as it is a good thing. My issues are not with the company. My issues are with the Board of Supervisors and Chuck Huckelberry building them a $14.5 million facility with taxpayer money without seeing any of their financials or business plan. Would you give money to a company that provided you only their word? This company claims to have numerous international investors and have made several $1 million over the last 2 years. No financials, so we can't verify any of this. The facility will be rented to them, and after 19 years, Worldview has the option to purchase this facility for $10. Huckelberry says that if the company fails, the county will just rent the facility to someone else. It will be very difficult to rent out because its use is very specific. And don't let us forget that the county is going to obtain the monies needed for the facility build by mortgaging current county assets. So what happens if the company fails? We get stuck with paying for the facility maintenance and the mortgages on the county property that we used to obtain the funds. The bottom line is that Pima County needs economic development and jobs, but I do not believe this is the way to do it. We are mortgaging our assets to build a facility for a private, unproven company that will not show us their financial statements or business plan. This is an extremely risky endeavor and one that should not be at the expense of the taxpayers. A more educated decision could have been made if Worldview would have supplied the necessary documents, but that was not the case. The decision to approve this agenda item was made with little more than a promise that the company will succeed. How does any of this make good business sense? 2 more items of interest. This facility build was on the bonds that Pima County voted on just this past November, and residents overwhelmingly voted no. Apparently, the Board of Supervisors does not care what the citizens of Pima County want. They will do whatever they please. The contract with Worldview was signed by Chuck Huckelberry prior to the Board of Supervisors vote on January 19, 2016. He knew that he would get a 4-to-1 vote. Apparently, Chuck Huckelberry does not work for you, nor does he work for the Board of Supervisors. the Board of Supervisors work for him. It is time to stop Chuck Huckelberry and 4 supervisors from exercising their incompetence, poor judgment, and blatant disrespect for the will of the people in Pima County. Please note that this ends Kim DeMarco's editorial statement. The following statement is from other concerned Pima County taxpayers. We have since learned that Mr. Huckelberry has publicly stated that the financial records of Worldview would have been available to any of the county supervisors had they made an appointment with him to view such records. Why should his own board have to jump through hoops to review critical financial information that impacts us, the taxpayers? In practice, this is only one of numerous examples of Huckelberry making an individual decision without the board's review. So this is why it is imperative that we replace the current County Board of Supervisors, as apparently the board does not have the capability to make decisions on their own. They have allowed Huckelberry to be their puppet master, and they allow Huckelberry to make solitary decisions without their consideration or consent. That's why we endorse Allie Miller, Marla Clausen, Kim DeMarco, and Richard Hernandez for Pima County Supervisors 2016.